Well, I was going to go for a ride today, but starting to get intermittent clouds and rain and stuff, and it's been doing it for a few days, so where I'm going is just super muddy. So I figured I'd just get everybody out and might as well do some winter maintenance on them. He doesn't quite like it around his ears too much, so what I do is I mess with him. Just kind of go up in between. Like that, one down. Now this mule absolutely hates her ears touched. I mean, I mess with them a lot, and I can get this one. This one's okay, but when it comes to haircuts, it makes it a little bit of a challenge. And also, she had her, let's see, a little mark right there. I came home one day, and when I was feeding, her whole cheek was just filleted open, packed full of manure and dirt, so I had to clean all that out. It seemed to heal pretty good. I don't feel anything left, so that's good. All right, let's get this cut. Let's see how far we can get up the actual ears. That's about as far as that's going up. I finish it off with scissors. Not gonna leave it a hack though. Alright. Now I'll get the job done. I already did Karma the other day, so she's good to go. In case anybody hasn't actually seen the mules I have, I got one that's at my brother's house because she doesn't winter well. She's old. She's getting in her 30s. And she just sits on pasture all the time. But she's the one I use for my kids to ride. And then this paint mule right here is Donkey. Now I'm just going off the ages that I was told when I bought them. I could care less, but she's right around 20. You know, I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh, every mule and horse I got is, 10 years old, because that's for sale yards. But yeah, she's a nice, stocky. She's right at 14 hands, and all I've used her for is packing. And over here is Doc. He'll be 4 this year, and I think he's at 14.1 right now, and he should mature based on measurements. He should be 15 hands, 15.1. As long as he gets 14 and a half, that'd be just fine. But he'll be a really stocky. He's got huge legs, like they are massive, so he'll be a really stocky mule. And like I said, he's 3 right now. He'll be 4 in April, and I'm going to start riding him a bunch this year. get him started out. He's been packing and he's done great. First time I saddled him, did nothing, just walked away and was good to go. So he shouldn't be really an issue. So I'm excited about that. He'll if you know mules, he's definitely a friendly one. Over here, being our wild child, Karma, she's just grumpy. She even got caught. I went to go catch everybody and she was already running up the hill. Weren't even going anywhere. But she's the one I usually ride. If I go off of one show, I bought her. She'd be 14, 15 years old, somewhere around there. And the story on her is she was rode by some old lady. Supposedly, that lady took her all through the country and rode every national park with her. But I'm not entirely buying that sales pitch. I bought her from a sale locally. Sight unseen. Watched the video online and everything looked good. I mean, I paid more than I wanted for her, but she was in the ring and they were jumping off her, going underneath her legs, and the guy that was riding was toting around a lady who was basically skiing behind her tail, just held on her tail and was going around the ring no problem. So the only thing is and I was told this by the guy that was selling it, like after I went to go pick her up, and they're like, oh, she doesn't like men. And I'm like, well, that's great, because she's about to be my main mule. And it's true. I mean, she definitely has had, trust issues, because she's been my main mule for 4 years now, and she's great when I have her. But if she's at the house still with this thing, yeah, she acts like a mule you wouldn't want to get on. But I'd toss my kids on her all day long. She's solid. And over here is Calypso. She is technically an Appaloosa, and she's just a great horse. I don't take her out very often. I don't know. She's bigger, wider, just not as comfortable to go, ride 20 miles a day on her, but she'll go all day. There's actually there's a lake I ride to, and it's a solid 3 hours. It's 7 miles there, and it's a solid 3 hours. It's pretty flat, but then you get into some good switchbacks where you get there. And she was feeling extra frisky once, and I decided, well, let's see what we could do. And between trotting and loping, and we made it up to that lake in 45 minutes. And she honestly, she was breathing a little bit, but she wasn't actually hating life, which is crazy. But I don't know. I like riding her. The only thing is if I'm going somewhere that I don't know, I know I can get off Karma and be fine. She's reactive, is what I'll call it. Yeah, just coming over with the camera, or a little snorty. It's kind of a little schizo, but thing is she's consistent. She might freak out on the trail, which is kind of a bad thing, but as long as you're confident enough and pick up on the reins and just calm her, yeah. I'll tell a story one day of my worst wreck on her. It was a crazy one, but save that for another day. Just gonna get their feet all cleaned up. Real thing is Doc, he's about 50-50 whether front feet are good, but his back feet, I don't know. Never know what he's gonna do. He's gotten way better. When I first got him, his front feet were okay. But his back feet, man, he'd just sit there, not kick you, but just kick out over and over. So I ended up just roping his back feet and tucking the rope behind my butt and letting him just kick it out till he was hating life. And trust me, he got mad quite a bit, but you know, a few sessions of that and now he stands nice, so no complaints there. Get everybody else done and get you saddled. She's got some bars showing, so we're gonna get cut out anyway on the fronts. Backs look good, so let's grab the rasp and the nippers and go get it taken care of. I don't do a lot with these guys' feet if I don't have to. They're pretty self-sufficient. Just let nature take its course. But I'll get those bars out of the way. And then that's usually the majority of it. I'll trim probably twice a year on the ones that I ride consistently, because the terrain ends up doing most of the trimming for me. Where I like to trim what I call the 10 and 2. That's just kind of taking the toe off and then make sure the heel's where it's at. I'm no pro, but I just do it all myself. But even when I've been packing him, I'd put a bit in his mouth and just let him gnaw on it. He was really bad at first, like, well, most. Now it doesn't really, I can sit there and gnaw on it. I absolutely hate doing groundwork, but it's basically, I just look at it, you know, as long as they're not dangerous, just go for it. But biggest thing was nothing bothered them, so getting them to move off of the flag the first part was just, you know, borderline felt like you're abusing them, but it's not. As long as he's going around when I'm asking him, I'm not going to get on him. But if he gets kicked out, or if he kicks at me, then he's going to get whipped. Well, if time allows, I'm gonna hop on him next week, give him at least a day ride in the round pen, and then probably start taking him out by himself, just locally, just put some miles on him, because he's the one I want to try to start riding this coming year. So he needs to show that he's trustworthy. But if you enjoyed this, please like, give us a subscribe, helps out the channel. But thanks for watching.